What's the deal, you guys? What's the deal? What is the deal? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is the tea? Okay. Yes, we're here, you guys. Listen. I'm trying to boost myself up to give you guys the best show that I possibly can. Because when I tell you these allergies of mine are on fire right now, like I could barely breathe out my damn nose. You can probably hear it in my voice that I'm kind of stopped up. I can't breathe out my nose or nothing. I'm coughing up shit. I'm sneezing. I just took me some Zyrtex and shit earlier before I took me a nap. Like that is one thing that I cannot stand, baby. I cannot stand some goddamn. I don't know, y'all. I just can't stand allergies. Like that shit would make you want to snatch your goddamn nose off. Do you hear me? Like it'll make you want to snatch your damn nose off. But I'm here though. I'm here. So, we're gonna work through this show the best way we know how, honey. Y'all could have been at church, y'all could have been at Bible study, y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all are here with me, and I really appreciate it, y'all. Let me see where we at. Let me see. Thank you, Tammy. Let me see. Shout out to my girl Tammy. AP9. Can't believe I caught a live. Good evening, Scotty Mods in chat. What's going on? And y'all know we get started around like the 5-minute mark anyway. And plus, y'all got two lives today. Y'all got this live, and y'all got the Real Housewives of Atlanta live later on tonight. And that's mainly because y'all didn't get anything yesterday because I was gone all day yesterday. Like Bando came over early yesterday morning. We had to go to the store. We had to get all this stuff for his video shoot, like to make sure that everybody was fed at the video shoot and all of those different things. So we had a long day. And plus, not only were we shooting his music video yesterday, but we were also shooting the scene ATL yesterday. So we're filming the video, but we're shooting the behind the scenes of the video for the show. Baby, that was a lot, but all I got to tell y'all is that the scene ATL is going to be good. You know, it's going to be a good season 2 is going to be so good. Do you hear me? Let me see. You and Bando have a cute pic on IG. Thank you, Ravine. I see that people are really reacting to that damn picture. But we took that on his video, like during the set of his video shoot, and then while we were on the video shoot set, we pretty much just took a bunch of pictures and shit like that. So, they took me out of my comfort zone for this video. Let's just leave it there. They took me out of my comfort zone, but y'all will see all of that on the scene, child. But anyway, before we get into anything, y'all know that we're at the 4-minute mark, so I got to take out the time to, to recognize all of the moderators that I got up in here so far. I see Gabby, I see Janae, I see Universal Goddess, I see Ravine, I see the Jail Slayer, I see Bria. I hope that's right. And Norris. Okay. So y'all already know what to do. As my moderators, y'all need to make sure that the chat is clean. Make sure that everybody is subscribing and leaving, liking the video, making sure everyone is engaging. Make sure everybody's leaving fire emojis in the chat. And not to mention, if they do get out of line, y'all ain't gotta block them, but just put their ass on ice for a little bit. When I say put them on ice, time them out for a little while. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta block them, but you can time them out for a little while, Chad. Okay. But that's all, and we have two fights up in here as well. Okay. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the show since we're 5 minutes in. So we got a little show for you guys today. I don't think it's going to be that long. Like, I'm going to give it between, I think it's going to be like 45 minutes max. What you guys think? Y'all okay with 45 minutes max? Because as sick as I am, I'm definitely okay with 45 minutes max. I'm actually okay with 30 minutes minimum, okay? But I saw me and Bando was listening to T yesterday when he was doing his live. And I seen a couple of other YouTubers talk about this as well the other day. And I had been meaning to do a live of my own, but because I've been busy since Thursday, I couldn't really get to it the way that I wanted to. So there was an article out there from Lennox and Parker, and it's in the title of it was it says Carlos King has crossed the line, and our article was written by Brenda Alexander. So we're gonna go and get into what Brenda had to say about Carlos King, you know, betraying Melody. All right. So if you're ready to get into this article, and if you're ready to get into my commentary on said article, light this chat up with nothing but fire right now. It's 120 y'all up in here. It should be 120 you guys engaging in the chat and leaving those fire emojis. If you're ready for the show to start, let's light this chat up. I don't need to see nothing but fire for the next second. Okay? Well, for the next minute. Let's light this chat up. Go ahead and light it up, y'all. Light this chat up. That's all I need to see for the next minute is fire in the chat. And once I get the show going, we can start talking in the chat and all that other good stuff. All I need to see is fire right now. I need y'all to light this chat up like a match. Yes, there you go. Light it up. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the topic at hand, right? So I'm gonna leave the should I leave the overlay up, or do y'all want me to, or do y'all want my face? Y'all want me to see? Y'all want to see my face? 9 times out of 10, y'all want to see my face, because anytime I don't want my face to be shown, y'all be like, we want to see your face. We want to see your face. There we go. We want to see your face and all that other stuff. So here we go. So let me make the comments be up here. All right, there we go. So let's get into the article. So it says, after 12 seasons, the woman partially responsible for dismantling the marriage between Martell Holt and Melody Shari Rogers is finally getting her 15 minutes of fame. By now, Love and Marriage Huntsville fans have seen the explosive trailer featuring the much talked about Ariana Curry. She'll appear as Holt's love interest, finally moving from the shadows into a shared confessional. It's been a long road. Holtz and Curry have been discussed since the show's inception. Realistically, it makes sense for her to appear on the show, considering that she is his leading lady now. But this serves as the ultimate betrayal to Rogers, and it's a slap in her face on both the professional and personal level. So I'm going to start it off. Here. I don't think that it's okay. And let me just gonna put my disclaimer out here before we even get started. Okay, let me put it on out there. Where it is.
This way y'all finna probably get pissed off, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm cool with that. Please stay mad and get mad. Okay, stay mad, get mad, have a great day, whatever, feel away. I don't give a damn.
Okay, that's my disclaimer. Now, here we go. Let's get into it, y'all. So, I don't see how it's a slap in her face on a personal and professional level. I don't see how it's a slap in her face, to be honest. I honestly feel as though people are putting way too much into all of this, because at the end of the day, this is a reality show. Carlos King is a producer. Carlos King is going to do whatever he can to make this show hot. You know, he's going to do whatever he can. And Ariane was only not on the show these last couple of years because Mel would not want that. So she was on the show, and that's the reason why he never brought her on, because he knew that Melody will walk if Ariane came on this show. And for many years, me and T both have said that they may as well bring this girl on the show if we're going to continue to talk about her. That's just the truth of the matter. We both said that. Like, we literally said, if we're going to keep talking about her, then we might as well bring her ass to the goddamn show if we gonna keep on talking about her. Period. Like, if we're gonna keep talking about her, let her come on the show. But years went by, and I felt as though, okay, it really, my mind kind of changed as years went by, because it was kind of like, okay, seasons and seasons have gone by at this point. I don't really care about her being on this show at this point. Ain't no point. But by then, it's, Melody was gone. So if we're talking about reality, and we're talking about a reality show, and if Ariane is still a part of, oh yeah. Hey, Bando. But if she's still in the picture and she's a part of Martell's day-to-day life, and not only is she a part of his day-to-day life, but she is his woman and the leading lady of his life at this moment in time, then why not bring her to the show at this point? Why not bring her to the show then? That's my opinion. Why not bring her to the show? She's a part of his reality. Melody is no longer on this show. So what's stopping them from bringing Ariane to said show if Ariane is no longer here? I don't see the problem, and I don't expect anything less from Carlos King, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You're not on the show. It ain't got shit to do with you no more. You don't have EP credit anymore. What's the purpose? And we should not be looking for, like, these people on these like reality shows. It's different than web reality, but on these network shows, we should not be looking to these damn producers for loyalty. They're not loyal to nothing but them damn cameras. They loyal to their ratings, and they loyal to them cameras. They're gonna go for whatever they decide is going to be good for this show. Okay? They're gonna do that regardless. Bando was on a show called Real Life and Music. They had their finale today. My name was mentioned so many fucking times in that damn episode today. I'm like, bitch, I ain't even on the damn show. I ain't even on the show. I ain't even on the show. The fuck am I being brought up for? Why am I on the show? You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you feel what I'm saying? It's mainly about the show. Like, yes, like, I was literally brought up like about a few times when y'all was in that damn room talking to one another and shit. I was brought up so many damn times. Oh my God. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just looking at it from a production standpoint. It's not. I don't see it as a thing about loyalty and shit. Like, these people are loyal to their money. Like, I don't think that Mona gave a damn about about Mimi and her feelings when she brought Jocelyn on this fucking show. I don't think they gave a fuck when they brought Jasmine to the damn show, when Kirk and Rashida were married and they brought his mistress on the show. Like, I don't think they gave a fuck. Like, you got to me, these are the type of things that happens on reality TV, whether we like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, but Mona, bitch. Let's continue with the article. So we can continue on with this one. Carlos King lost himself as the EP and creator of the show. While he had a hand in bringing the show to life, the LAMH brainchild is the brainchild of Rogers. She initially pitched the idea to King after paying for a consultant with the self-proclaimed king of reality television. Martell Holt and Rogers wanted to do an HGTV style home renovation show. Knowing that ensemble shows centering on couples and friend groups had a stronger chance of being picked up, King reworked the idea, suggesting that the show will follow 3 successful couples in Huntsville in various stages of life and love, with real estate as a background theme. Thus, Love and Marriage Huntsville was born. So, a lot of people like to say that Melody came up with this whole LAMH idea and stuff like that. Oh, I should not be looking at these comments. Oh my God. They should not be oh shit. Oh, my mind was Wells. But a lot of people give Melody credit for LAMH. And I don't want to take anything away from what she did bring, right? She gave him an idea about a home improvement type of show. She wanted him to pitch an home improvement type of show. Basically about real estate and things of that nature, right? He liked her and he liked the husband. He felt like a home improvement show wasn't going to be shit for them. So what he chose to do is, you know, let's do a show about marriage. We're going to let you guys be the faces of the show, and we're going to build a show around you guys, and y'all can bring me different couples that you guys are friends with, so we can make this show, hover this show up around y'all, and we're going to do it that way. And we all know that shows about with ensemble cast about love and friendship, these are the shows that we want to see. Nobody wants to see no home improvement show on no damn own network. Nobody would have wanted to watch that, and nobody would have watched that. I'm just being real. So yes, Melody gave him the starting point, but Carlos King was the one who brought it to the finish line and made it to what it is. So I'm never going to take away the fact that she brought this to the table somewhat, but we also can't take away from Carlos and what he brought to this show, because if it wasn't for his finishing touches, it wouldn't be LAMH. It wouldn't be. So I think they both had a hand in bringing this show to light, to be honest. So then we have, obviously, Holt and Rogers' marital drama surrounding his ongoing affair with Ariana Curry took center stage. After their divorce and the subsequent drama that followed on and off camera, Rogers exited the show. Rogers has alluded to producers trying to get Curry to appear on the show previously, but of course she put a strong stop to it. During the season 3 reunion, she sat by as King questioned Holt about whether he would have chosen Curry over her if he had met his mistress first. With Rogers gone, Curry has entered the fold on the very platform that she created, pushing the knife even further in the back and twisting it, just twisting it. Carlos King should be ashamed. To be honest, I don't think so. It's all in the name of business. I'm not really sure if I don't know about y'all, but I think that it's a business situation. It's really not about loyalty here. This is not a betrayal. It's about the fact that this is business, bitch. Like we gotta show the set off. Like this show has been lacking for the last couple of years. We need this show to pop. Everybody been talking about this girl for years. Why not put a face to the person? Why not let her come on here, say what she got to say, and see how it'll work? Now, I don't know what type of entertaining factor will Ariana bring, because she ain't entertaining to me. You know what I mean? The only thing that she could do for me is to spray everybody with their tea. That's the only thing she can do. But I don't really think that she's really that entertaining. If you look at her lives, she ain't nobody. Like, say for instance, if I was trying to cast a show, and I was looking at women on Instagram, and I decided, okay, let's look at Instagram, and I'm gonna pick and choose what I want to bring into my office to see if they could do this show. If I saw Ariana on live just running her bird lips, I never would have picked her to be on no show, because she's not entertaining. She don't have no personality like that or anything like that. Like, she ain't got no personality for real. So why on earth would I want her on a goddamn show, if you ask me? You feel what I'm saying? That's the way I see the shit. But because it's been so much talk about her, it's like, okay, what we gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? So it's a show to me. I just want to see what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, so let's continue. Carlos King publicly shared a private conversation he had with Rogers after the show was greenlit. She wanted to renege when she learned their Holt's affair was not over. King explained that he promised Rogers that he'd protect her and make the show worth doing. If this is what protection looks like, I'll pass. King's drive to produce scandal-filled television and increase ratings doesn't always align morally. Yes, drama is what sells, but at what expense? Some of his decisions have been questioned by those who trusted him to tell their stories, and some of whom once considered him a close friend and confidant. Years ago, Candy Burrs and her family had a close relationship and business partnership with King. Not only did King work as a producer on RHOA for 9 seasons, but he also worked as a co-creator and producer on separate reality shows with Burrs' then husband Todd Tucker. Things eventually soured, and Burrs would later allege that King tried to produce a biopic based on her group Escape without her knowledge or involvement. He even allegedly went on as far as trying to get her mother, Mama Joyce, involved. King has taken a high role and opted out of defending himself publicly, but he says he's open to having a conversation with Burrs privately and even inviting her to his YouTube show. Now, here's the thing. While she's on the show, he did protect her by not bringing Ariane to the fold. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what we're talking about as far as the protection goes, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like by him not bringing her to the show was pretty much a form of, yes, I'm going to protect you. I don't want you to have to deal with this or whatever. But it could go either way, because here's the thing. Why should I be up in because let's be clear, none of these reality stars do shit for me besides pay my bills every time I talk about them. You feel what I'm saying? But why should I be crying about protection when it comes down to her when she didn't give a fuck about the protection of anybody else? And what I mean by that is we can cry about the fact that Ariana is on the show and she did all of this shit in regards to her marriage, and she tore down her family and all this other stuff, which is all facts. So let's be clear. I don't give a damn about Ariane. I don't care about Ariane. I'm not a fan of Ariane, and y'all know I'm not. So let's not even start with that. Before we even get into that, I'm not even a fan of hers like that or at all. Let's be clear. If y'all seen all my old commentary, you already know where I stand. But why should I give a fuck about the mistress of her husband when she was willing and ready to bring on a lady that was out here that she was saying slept with Marceau? She was ready to bring on a mistress then. There was no protection for anybody else then. There was nothing more that we could say then about this situation. So why am I in an uproar about anything? If she would have brought Alana to the show, I would have been here for it. I would have been reviewing it. I would have been talking about it. The same way if they would have brought Ariane on this show while she was on it, I would have been talking about it. It's fair game. She tried to do it to somebody else. So why the fuck do I care about this happening? I don't think Ariane is a star. I'm not really sure what she gonna bring. But there's going to be great talking points here, and I can't wait to see it. So this ain't even about not liking Mel, because I don't give a fuck about her. This ain't even got nothing to do with that. This is just about me watching the show and me seeing shit like this happen all the time. We see it happen day in and day out on reality TV, especially on shows like this. So my thing is, why am I upset about it? Why do I need to be upset about it? Why should I care about it? Did she not bring Kiki on this show to expose Marceau and his cheating or whatever else? Like, I don't give a damn. And I don't care if it was retaliation about what was being said about her marriage or not. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. It's the truth. You was ready to bring on some hairdresser that was saying that she was fucking Marceau. So why am I supposed to be upset about somebody bringing some woman on the show that was fucking your husband? Why should I care? On a show that she walked away from, on a show that she said was not positive for her, a show that she told us, the audience, that God told her to go. God said go. So why the fuck are we looking back at the show that the Lord told her to leave, and we're sitting up here worried about it? I ain't worried about a motherfucking thing. If the Lord told me to leave a motherfucking show, do you think I'll be looking back and giving a fuck about who the fuck they bring on this show? This is the thing that people gets me when it comes down to her. We like to act like this lady is so unbothered and she don't give a fuck about this show and things like that. But in the same breath, this lady would get on her Patreon and still talk about these people and still talk about this show because she's still mad at these people. And that shit is okay when she does that. But then we all up in arms because this split end queen is on this damn show. I could give a fuck about either one of their ass. Let's be clear. Could give a fuck either way about either one of them. So it is what it is. I don't give no fucks. Shit, we brought Sonny on this damn show to antagonize Destiny with Moses. I don't give a shit. Sorry, but I don't care. Moving along. Former Love and Marriage DC star Monique Samuel said that King begged to work with her after she left the Real Housewives of Potomac. But after a few years, she claims that she finally gave in under the guise that she'd be treated better within a King-produced project. But Samuels learned the hard way. According to her, she was treated worse than she was during her time on Bravo. Samuels alleged that she was edited to look like the stereotypical black woman, while her then husband, Chris Samuels, was painted as a good black man with an ungrateful wife. She exited the show after one season and filed for a divorce a year later. Samuels would later reveal that in her memoir that her marriage was riddled with emotional and financial abuse and even turned physical at one point. Okay? So here's the thing. When it comes down to Monique, I don't know what Monique is talking about, but when Monique got on Love and Marriage DC, and y'all roasted Sonny over the coals over that decision. And you think we're not gonna roast Ariana too feisty? Like, what are y'all talking about? Before we get into Monique, let me just say this. Just because I'm saying that I don't give not a frog's fat ass about Ariana being on this fucking show, that does not mean that I'm saying, oh my God, she should be here. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Oh my God, this, oh my God. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm simply saying I don't give a fuck about her being on this show. I'm simply saying I don't see the betrayer here. She's not on the show no more. So what are we crying about? Martell is still involved with that lady. Martell needs to show his damn reality. And if she's a part of that reality, then why should she not be here? Do you really think that we finna sit up here when Ariana comes on this show and think that she's not gonna go unscathed? You think that she's gonna go unscathed? Trey, if you're not crying, then I'm not talking to you. But you think that she's gonna go unscathed when she gets on this show? I'm just asking a question. And no one said you can't comment if you disagree to fight. So I'm simply asking you a question. Why do you think that with Ariana being on this show, because you brought up Sonny got raked over the coals when she came on, as she deserved. So why do you think that Ariana won't get the same shit? I'm trying to understand where you're going with this. You think that no one's going to drag Ariana ass? That's one of the reasons why we glad she on the show. So we can drag her again. Like we've been doing for years. Like, what are we talking about here? I can't even ask y'all some of y'all questions in these comments because y'all want to get all up in your feelings when I ask y'all, when I challenge y'all opinion. Like, what we doing? You're being very clear, and I'm being very clear with my question. Why do you think she won't get raked over the coals like Sonny did? That is my question to you in response to what you said. But anyway, Monique can go to hell because when you left Bravo, you were so quick to say the Real Housewives of Potomac was that other show and Carlos was doing you a favor or whatever she was saying. Like, you were so quick to say that other show and this and that and all that, right? You were so quick to say that, but it's just like you said that Potomac treated you bad, and you went right back to the same show that was treating you bad or made you look a certain type of way. You feel what I'm saying? So what is Monique talking about? Because Bravo was a little check, and then you left and went on and thought that you was on top of the world and you thought you was the queen, only for you to go back to that little check, which might be even smaller than the one that you was getting at first because you're a friend of the show. So it is what it is. I mean, hey. Let me see. Let's go. Where we at? Let me see. Mel can feel betrayed just like any other cast can feel like she never stood up for them. Two things can be true at the same time. Well, let me see. Let's continue. Sophia Soguchi Williams, Aikisha Cologne, formerly a Bell Collective, have also shared their grievances about working on a King produced show, claiming that dramatic narratives were pushed and plots centered on destroying their marriages were favored. Things got so bad that Cologne quit the show while being interviewed on King's podcast. For Cologne, that was seemingly her payback. Now, that last season that Soguchi and Aikisha was a part of, I think Aikisha's grievances was correct, and she spoke on her grievances about it when she saw the what was it? I think it was like the opening credits, and she didn't like how they had her like doing this. Well, I think she was doing something on the opening credits. What was she doing? She was doing this or something like that, and she didn't like that. And she told them not to use that, but they used it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing that happened at, you know, Latrice's party and shit like that, like all that shit happened. So she left. Now I don't know, you know, and so Gucci said that she didn't feel protected by Carlos King because of the whole Selena situation. She didn't like the fact that he brought Selena on the damn show. So it's one of those things where you gotta think about it. Do you want to be on the show or do you not? Because these are things that tend to happen. These people will bring folks on this show that you got an issue with just for the sake of the show. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what they do. I don't see nothing more. I don't see anything different than what they've been doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I know that Soguchi felt as though she wasn't protected by Carlos with the whole fight situation. Like, that's basically what she said. And plus, I mean, she did press charges against her, and he still brought Selena on the show. So that is kind of fucked up to have me be on the show with a person that put hands on me and I got a case against them and they're on the show with me and I have to be around them. Like, you know, like I understood that. I did. And I kind of understood Aikisha's sentiments, honestly. King now hosts weekly podcasts on his YouTube channel, does live tours, and has landed some sought after interviews with reality stars. He slowly made the transition from being behind the camera to being actual talent. One of his favorite things is to remind viewers that being a reality star is no easy feat and not something he would ever personally do, as he doesn't care to share his personal life. Exploiting others' highs and lows, however, he can manage. It also seems that he does enjoy the spotlight and desires the same level of fame and public admiration, which contradicts what he has vowed not to do. At some point, Rogers will speak candidly about how this all feels. Until then, she has to watch the house that she built be torn down again. Love her or hate her, you have to feel for her. The show that she has created has continued in her absence, and now with the woman who contributed to the demise of her marriage involved. Now, meanwhile, King has produced 2 spinoffs of LAMH without giving Rogers proper credit or financial compensation, and that's what the kids call nasty work. The entertainment industry is a business first, and one can say that King shouldn't be faulted for doing what's good for his business. The Kingdom Reign empire is expanding with multiple shows across various networks, but his personal relationships have seemingly suffered, along with his reputation for trustworthiness. Okay? So that's pretty much this article, and it was from Lennox and Parker. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. So, hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, let me go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts, right? Now, I want to start off by saying that people have the right to feel however they want to, right? People have the right to feel cool however they would like. My opinion has nothing to do, because I've seen this about a few times in these comments today, which is what was irritating me the most. Y'all keep saying that no one can tell Mel how to feel. My opinion has nothing to do with Mel or how she feels, because I don't give a fuck about how she feels. So I have to start it off with that. So I'm not here to argue with nobody about their feelings of betrayal or anything like that. But if you ask me, was this a betrayal or what Scotty thinks? Because this is, this is what it is. This is what Scotty thinks. I don't care about what Mel thinks. This is about what Scotty thinks. Scotty feels as though Feisty ignored. But the thing is, I can't really say how Mel feels because I ain't heard shit from her. I ain't heard nothing from her. So I don't know how the fuck she feels about it. But I know what her fans feel. They're loud about it. Oh, they're making their presence known with the situation. Or they're making sure that people know how they feel about it. So we don't know what she said. Now, I won't be surprised if she go on her Patreon pretty soon and tell us how she feels. I'm pretty sure of that. And if she do, y'all got to tell me if she's, in her damn Patreon, because I don't follow anything that she do anyway. So I wouldn't know what she doing unless y'all tell me. But we don't know how she feels because she ain't said nothing. What we do know is what her fans feel. Now, as far as me, I feel this way. It's a show that she no longer is a part of. It's a show that she wanted nothing else to do with. And I don't know. It's like she's no longer here. So these producers don't have no kind of loyalty, no loyalty to these reality stars. They don't. When Candy got lied on Housewives of Atlanta, long as Candy was on that show, they wouldn't bring Phaedra. Soon as Candy left that show, they brought on Phaedra. That's just what they do. That's what they do. I don't expect no form of loyalty from any of these networks, from any of these damn producers. I don't expect anything. Soon as she left, they brought her on the show. So with Mel leaving, I didn't expect anything else from Carlos. I felt like at some point they were going to bring her. They were going to bring her at some point, especially now that she's gone. There's no stopping them now. So I personally don't give a fuck because this is just me watching the show. And I want to see exactly what she's coming on here to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, she could feel however she wants to, which we don't know how she feels because she ain't said nothing. But she can feel however she wants to. But if you're asking me, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm not really sure if she really cares because she didn't want no parts of this damn show. It's already a toxic working environment. God said go and all this other shit. So it's like, what more can we talk about here in regards to this? Like, so, and I already know that people listening to me talking and hear my opinion, all they're gonna do is make it about the fact that, well, you don't like Well, you don't like Mel, so that's why your opinion is what it is. It ain't really got nothing to do with not liking Mel, due to the fact that I don't like Ariana either. So both of them in the same boat, if you ask me. Ariana ain't gonna get no favorable commentary from me. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, really, B? You know, she ain't gonna get no fair shit from me. I mean, I don't really feel no kind of way about it because, I mean, when they brought Sonny on the show, I mean, that goes to show you what they willing to do to get a fucking show. Why am I crying about Ariana coming on here after Melody left, but then I sat here and I watched Sonny come on this damn show? After she done took her man and married Destiny's man and shit. You already know what they on. If they could do that to Destiny, what the fuck make you think they're not gonna do it to you? If they can bring Kiki on this damn show, knowing what type of issues that Kiki had with Tisha, what make you think that they're not gonna do something that's gonna make you uncomfortable or possibly make you feel away? Like, I don't understand. That's my whole point. Why am I giving a fuck about any of this when we seen them do bullshit to everybody else on this damn show? If you're thinking about moral ethics, right? Let's talk about moral ethics. If we're talking about moral ethics, it's not okay to bring on a person that was a part of my marriage falling apart, a person that disrespected me on social media, a person that spoke on me, my kids, a person that said a lot of things about me, and things like that. If you're thinking about it in a moral way, of course not. Of course she shouldn't be on the show. If we're thinking about moral ethics, Sonny should have never been on this show. She should never be on the show with a woman that thought that they were friends. She turns around, gets with her man, and marries him, and now she's on the show. Morally, that's not right, nor is it correct. Hold on, you guys. Hold on one second. She shouldn't have been on the show. If we're going by, again, moral ethics. Morally, Kiki should have never been on the show. While her and what's her name? While her and Tisha got issues in their family. That could break up a family. This show could break up a family. So morally, all this shit is factual. But when you're talking about a business and you're talking about money hungry ass producers who will do anything for a good show, what more are you expecting from them? That's the question that I'm asking. No one is saying that Mel can't feel betrayed by Carlos. She can feel betrayed by her mama if she wants to. But ain't nobody saying that she can't feel betrayed by Carlos. This ain't me trying to control nobody's feelings. This ain't me trying to tell somebody how they supposed to feel about anything. That ain't what I'm saying. My vantage point is, if this shit is show business, you should not expect no moral ethics from people in show business as much as we want to. I personally wouldn't want to bring nobody on no show that got, personally, I wouldn't want to bring nobody on the show that, you know, that we feel, you know, I wouldn't do what Carlos did. Like, I don't think I would put somebody on a show that did what Ariana did. I'm not sure if I would or not. I'm not sure if I would. But when you look at these shows and you see how people move, why are we surprised? Carlos King did that with Candy. Remember that last season of Housewives that he produced? Blocking his girlfriend just up and showed up for no reason? Natalie, who just so happened to have a husband that just so happens to know Kenya, she had a friend that just so happened to know Todd. And what did Carlos do? Bring her ass to the show. You bring on Monique Smith, who's married to Chuck Smith, who just so happened to have a pass with both Candy and Phaedra. He just so happened to plug her into this damn show. Be for real, y'all. This is what he be doing. On the Bell Collective, Tamara's on the show. This lady named Taisha is Tisha's friend, and she just so happened to be on the same motherfucking show as Tamara, trying to let it be known that she was with Greedy. Are we surprised? That's my whole point. Are we fucking surprised? Should we be surprised? No. No. So that's all I'm saying. So, you know, I feel how I feel. Y'all feel how y'all feel. Her fans feel how she feels. And that's just it. But let's make it clear. I don't give a fuck about Ariane. I don't give a damn about Ariane. And she gonna get drugged like everybody else. So if anybody here is a male supporter that really believes and I'm going up for Ariane and I'm just, going up for her off the strength that what is it? That off the strength that I just don't like Melody or whatever, because that's how y'all like to preface, package people's opinions. Oh, you don't like this person. That ain't got nothing to do with it, because I don't like Ariane either. But it's just like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So it is what it is. So if this split end queen want to be on this show, the same show, and here's another thing. Both Melody and Ariane had negative ass things to say about this show. So it's like Ariane talked mad shit about this show, but here she go. Here she go. Here she goes. She's on there. According to another YouTuber, I don't know how true this is, but according to another YouTuber, they were saying that on the back end, Melody was trying to get back on the show, and none of the cast wanted to film with her. Now, I don't know how true that is, so I'm not finna report it. I just brought that up just to be bringing it up. So I would hope that she didn't try to crawl back to the same show that she was popping shit like Crisco about. Because to be honest, if it were me, if I left a show, I don't want shit to do with it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't give a fuck about it. You feel what I'm saying? If I leave something, it's in the background. I don't give a shit. Okay? So, I don't know. For Love and Marriage Huntsville to not be a big show like a Housewives or even a Love and Hip Hop, it always has a lot of shit going on with it. It never fails. It's always some shit going on with the show. So, it is what it is. That's all I can say about it. So, I'm sure we're going to be talking about this up until this new season gets ready to air. I'm sure we will. And I'm okay with that. Keep the checks coming, okay? Because after next week, I ain't going to have shit to review. And Ultimate Girls Trip is boring. I tried to do a live on that shit, and it's boring, okay? Now, I might come back to it for episode 2, and I might just make it like, like a pre-recorded type video. But the shit boring. I'm sorry, y'all. Shit is boring. Ultimate Girls Trip is fucking boring. It's boring. But anyway, I love y'all even when we disagree. I love y'all when we agree. But I love you guys all together. I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm gonna get myself together, and I will be back for Real Housewives of Atlanta right after the show is over. Y'all already know I do my lives right after the damn episode is over with, y'all. So I'm about to go on and get up out of here, and I will see you guys on the back end for RHOA at 9:05 Eastern. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. I ain't even press end stream. My bad.